Say hi, Andrew.
Hello.
Alright. Trying to work up a little bit of what I'm calling catfish crack. I'm gonna have to give this camera to Andrew. I gotta have both hands to do this stuff. I got some cheese trimmings that I got a couple years ago. When I was commercial fishing a little bit, and I ain't commercial fishing no more, but I still do some trot lines. When I get all this done, I'm gonna cut up some sponge and mix in there with it. This lovely blend right here is what they call rooster livers. Woo! Sardines and mustard sauce. 3D.
I hope y'all don't have smell-o-vision.
You know, that's how you get that Mahindra oil down there.
That looks like chili that they serve in hell.
I had to go get one of these reject blenders from Goodwill. Some odd reason they wouldn't let me use one out of the house. Don't really understand that. Wouldn't mess it up too bad, I don't think.
Nah, it kind of really does look like chili from school.
You want a bite?
No.
Let that cook up and get kind of liquefied. And I'm going to put some, you see the bag beside you there, sir. Where I shredded up some cotton balls. Now I'm going to put a little bit of cotton balls in there for fiber, just to kind of help it hold together some. Ooh, sardines, I hate sardines. We'll get to that point in a little bit. We'll come back when it's ready to put the cotton in.
Something.
Alright. Add a little fiber to this concoction. I ain't gonna put a whole lot, just a little bit. Stick it in my finger. Catfish crack's what I'm calling it. The catfish gonna get a sniff of it and say, hey, let's go get some of that. Especially the channel cats and flatheads. I believe that's what it'll probably work best on. I may use some tubes and use this kind of as a dip bait. And once my daughter gets back from town with my sponges, I'm gonna cut up some sponges and soak in here. Make me up some little sponge bait from the trot lines. I think that ought to be just about enough. Go. Turn that thing off a little bit. Oh yeah. Almost looks good enough to eat. No. Smell gets any worse, we need a respirator.
It's something you definitely want to do in a well-ventilated area. You do this in your camper or something, they might call the law on you.
Alright. Well, we let that batch set up for now. Let some cool. And then once she gets back with my sponges, after a while, we'll do one where we cook some sponges. Cook some sponges into it and cut them. Back in a little while. Okay. My daughter finally got here with the sponges. I've done cut them up in little bitty jibble jobbles. I'm just heating this hair back up, melting it down where I can cook in some of the sponges, cook it into some of the sponges for trot line bait. That's going to take a little bit. And believe me, yes sir, yes ma'am, it don't smell too good. The more it cooks, the more it stinks. Some of that first batch I did, I put back in that liver, filled up that liver box that the liver actually came in. And I believe, with a little bit of fibers and everything, that's going to work in a tube real good. I'll find out. We'll do a video one day when it quits all this raining and all like it's doing now. And we'll get out and do a video while we're trying this out. Alright, I'm going to go to this melts down. We start doing the cheese. Be back. Alrighty. She finally got back with the sponges. I went ahead and cut them up as we seen a while ago. I've had to add quite a bit of water to this to thin it up enough to cook into these sponges. I may have more sponge and catfish crack than I do pan to cook it out in. As you can see, it just slowly cooks into them sponges and soaks up into them little chunks of sponge. And it'll slowly release in the water. Leave that little giblet trail and that scent trail coming off of them. And that makes them cats say, hey, hey, it's supper time. I still believe this works better with channels than it does any other. But it has caught blues and flats as well. I really don't care which fish it is. I like them all, fatties and flatties. I'm trying to perform a magical trick here. See if we can get all these sponges worked into that. You actually get to these and this when they're actually touching the bait. You might want to consider having some gloves on then, because it'll leave a it'll leave you kind of funky smelling. Your hands kind of funky smelling. All right, we'll be back in a minute. Dr. Redneck here. It's gonna be the first video once I get it edited and all for my new channel I'm putting in. It's gonna be called Antique Catfishing. Doing a lot of this stuff the old school way, like the old timers taught me that. You see, I stick my fingers and I put these gloves on now. You'll smell like these things and stuff. You'll smell like this stuff next week. Woo! I was sitting right downwind from it too. That hot stuff doing my face. Ooh, Lord, it's stinky. As I guarantee you, it don't smell no better than it looks. Look at my clumsy self dropping everything. Every once in a while, you can open this thing up and kind of stir it around a little bit. Bait your hooks, put some of these little gloves on. I would recommend. Whew, my Lord, this stuff's nasty. It's stinky. And now, other than setting a few days to, dadgummit, I dropped that stuff on my camera bag. I should know better. Now we're covered up and just let it set a few days, and every once in a while walk by it and stir it around. Get that cheese all soaked in there real good in that sponge. Like I said again, Mother Nature decides to behave. Nasty. But Mother Nature decides to chill out and give us a few pretty days where we can. We'll get out and I'll drop some of this on the line. We'll try some of this other we made up earlier with some of the dip tubes. Throw that in my trash barrel over there. And see if we can catch some hummerdingers. All right, till next time, my name's Tommy. It's gonna be called Antique Catfishing. See you later.